You're listening to the Chords and Chrome Show on lead pedal radio with DJ Bruce. You're listening to the Chords and Chrome Show on lead pedal radio with DJ Bruce. You gotta listen.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Chords and Chrome Show. I'm your host, Bruce Edwards. Tonight we're going to have the team from the Woodstock Truck Show. We got Jenn and Rob. You guys have seen them around at all the events. They're doing it. So we are going to get on to that. Our special guest, our special preferred artist tonight is Joe Cleary. I'm wearing Joe's shirt. That's right, because Joe's our preferred artist for this week. So we're going to be playing a snippet of an interview from him later on. Let's see, we got Binks with us, and we got French Bread with us over on our Mixcloud side. Rob and Jenn are in the garage in Woodstock, the Skillets, and we got lots of people coming on. If you are on our socials right now, other than YouTube and Mixcloud, we are about to end our Facebook stream right after this. So make sure you click the two links to stay with us for the whole show. We're going until 8 o'clock. We got rapid fire trivia happening with Driver Check tonight, and I think you're going to like its Family Feud style tonight. So let's get on with the show. Let's get some things going. We got Jenn and Rob waiting on us. We're going to play one by Mr. Joe Cleary. There's No Place Like Home. This is Joe's signature song. And when we come back, we'll have the team from Woodstock on with us. Here we go. All right, let's get ready. Little Joe Cleary to start us off on Chords and Chrome.
Memories when I was a kid. Memories of all the things I did. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. You know I did it all. People changing as they go. There's no place like home. Can we go out for a ride? And can we watch the rising tide? Winter, summer, spring, and fall. You know I did it all. People changing as they go. There's no place like home. be alright. Tell me that you're gonna hold me tight. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. You know we did it all. People changing as they grow. There's no place like home. Winter, summer, spring, and fall. You know we had it all.
A little Joe Cleary for you right there.
People changing as they go. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
Honey, put the radio show on. The one where that fella, you know that fella? He talks about the big trucks that fill up your rearview mirror. And he plays all them songs. What's his name? Goose? Bruce, yes. His name is Bruce. Put that Bruce fella on.
You got the Bruce fellow right here.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio. Music, life, and the people that...
All right, so hey, welcome to the show, Jennifer O'Leary. Let me help you with this. Hold on, I think there. Can I do? No, I guess I can't. Oh yeah, here. Let's just solve that problem. Oh wait, I thought I took it off, didn't I? Is it gone? No, it's not gone. Okay, I thought that was gonna work. It didn't. Hey, so we got Jenn and Rob. We got Jenn and Rob on. How are you guys doing today? Good to see you. Good. All ready for the Woodstock Truck Show? That's why you're here. We're going to talk about the Woodstock Truck Show. So, Jenn, tell us what you do. You both. Well, Rob, you're not a Skillix anymore, but I think you're still married there. You guys aren't married. Jenn, tell us what you do at Skillix. What your role is. What do you do? How'd you get into Skillix? Oh, you married into Peterbilt's. Yeah. Okay. Well, I yeah. All right. Well, I see you more than I see Jeremy. I see you more than I see the other rest of the Skillix team, to be honest with you. uh, okay. So, yeah. How'd you get the manual? Did Jeremy give it to you? Say, listen, if you're gonna be part of this family, we all run Peterbilt's around here. You need to know what's going on. Is that like? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna know more than he will after a while, I'm sure. Okay, hold on, Jen. I'm not sure why. That's what I'm being told in the chat here.
Okay.
So keep talking. Let's hear if you can hear it. No sound. Binkson, no sound from Jennifer. French
How about
Prince.
now?
How come you're not?
My settings. Hold on.
I'm hearing you fine. I'm just being what people are telling me here, and you are on, so I'm not sure why. What's going on? Oh, Bink says there you go. Okay, so I click something then. Wait, I can hear her. Oh, what did we do here? Hey, I don't know. See, they're on a 4-second delay. By the time, all right, okay. You keep talking for a minute. We're gonna do something really weird. I'm gonna go and check with French Bread here and see if she can hear me. You keep talking. Rob, tell us about yourself.
A lot of the stuff that takes up time, that it all adds up at the end of the day and makes it a lot easier on the rest of us too. So we love Rob. Appreciate Rob.
What did Rob say? These.
Yeah, Rob, tell him what you said. Tell him what you said.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's working. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, Rob, you're not driving anymore, are you? You're done, right? You're like.
No, I haven't drove in 5 years, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, I still beat you. I haven't driven in 20. So. There you go. So,
I definitely don't miss it. That's for sure.
Well, I'd miss some of those Peterbilts, but let's talk Woodstock. Last year, first year at the new place in Burford. What was, tell us, we were there, but things were going on and we were trying to, so now that you've had a chance to look at it, what did you think? What's, how did you do? Did you raise, tell us how much money you raised last year and kind of tell us, some of the highlights that worked well for you. Cause I didn't see all the bands and all that. I saw part of the show, not all of the show.
Of course. Yeah. So last year we were able to raise 100,000, which was a huge jump for us. Pretty much every other year has been, anywhere from like 10 to 20,000, I would say, give or take. Couple years better than others. Obviously, it always ebbs and flows, but the key component for last year, I think, was the venue. The venue change was a big thing. A lot of the support that we got from Brant County as well. They were very open to having us in Brant County. And, there's a lot of crossover there between Oxford and Brant. And honestly, the support that we received from everybody in the town of Burford was fantastic. Hardly any complaints about anything. Obviously, little stuff, you're always going to have little stuff. You can't keep everybody happy, but we try our best to and just be respectful of everybody's, what they've got going on in the area too. But yeah, we had a fantastic turnout. The bands on Friday night, we actually brought back one of the same bands from last year. So Dry County played last year. Dry County's from, one of the guys in Dry County's from Burford. I grew up with his son, actually. So that's kind of where the connection was. And they haven't played in Burford in quite a while. So, that we knew that would draw in a crowd and that would hype people up, and it did. People loved it. And the consensus was they wanted Dry County to come back again because they had such a fantastic time. And, Dry County puts on an amazing show. They're just such great down-to-earth people, and their music is so genuine and just great all around, and people just love that. And I found it was definitely a different vibe between each night based on that. But yeah, I would say Dry County alone was a really big success for us. This year, like I said, they're coming back. They're going to be on a Friday night again. So we're hoping to have a repeat night. And I've had a lot of really great positive feedback about them returning. So.
Are we going to pray for warmer weather? It was freezing.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what that was about because every year I pretty much got a sunburn at the Woodstock Truck Show. But last year on the Friday, I got a sunburn on the Friday. And then the Saturday, it was so cold, I got windburnt.
I didn't even.
It was the craziest thing. I know. I so hope we get better weather this year. I mean, if it's cold, we can deal with that as long as it's not raining. I'm happy. But this year, because we have the added buildings and stuff that we didn't have in Woodstock, we do have the ability to pivot and make it work if we need to make it work if it's raining outside. So I'm very thankful that we kind of have that backup as well. Now
you guys have a full board this year, right? Rob, tell us who we got on the board. Who's working with this? You and Jen, and there's Scotty, and who else? Is there anybody else on there, or is it just the three of you? Because I'm not sure who else we got.
Sarah, she works at Peterbilt and Air.
Okay.
And Randy, he also works at Peterbilt and Air. Okay. Sherry from 18 for Life.
Yep.
Chris Howell from Burford. Okay. He's part of the Burford Fair Board.
Right. Okay.
Jen's brother.
Tyler.
Sorry, I was going to get to that. Scott, obviously, and Scott's brother, Kevin. I think that's it, isn't it?
Megan from Boston Pizza.
And Megan from Boston Pizza.
You need the pizza in there. Always bring someone who's connected to food. That's so okay. So you got
liquor license and stuff. So
okay. So what's you got Dry County coming back from last year to this year? Do we have any changes? We had a pretty good layout. What's going to go on for this year? Kind of give us the high stuff for this year.
So Friday night, the opening band is the JPK band. They're a Tragically Hip tribute band. So they'll be opening for Dry County. Yep. And one thing we've also added, we're going to have like a DJ in between, and after Dry County's done, we'll be running a DJ till 1 or 2 in the morning.
You didn't tell me about that, Rob. We didn't discuss that DJ part till 1 in the morning. I think we need to have a conversation.
Wow. And then,
hey, Bruce.
yeah.
I'm telling you now.
Okay.
And then Saturday night, Paige Rutledge is opening the show.
Oh, we know Paige. Paige is awesome. That's good.
And then Rob Fitzgerald from Hamilton.
Yeah.
And then Cody Robinson.
Okay.
He's amazing. He's so good. You guys will be very happy with him.
Was he there last year, Cody?
No, Cody was not there last year. He's never played. He's never played at the Woodstock Truck Show, but he did play at the Woodstock Fair. Was it Woodstock Fair last year? I think it was. Some kind of event in Woodstock. He actually works for Sunbelt Rentals, and that's how we got in contact with him. Okay. Also, Rob reached out to his manager as well, but he reminds me a lot of Luke Combs. His voice is incredible. I'm very excited to see him live again. He is honestly he's one of the best, I think, in this area for sure.
Right down to the solo cup on stage.
Yeah, he's got quite the personality. He's just such a down to earth dude too. So
Toby inspired so many people.
You're right. Red solo cup.
And then Abrams are headlining on Saturday night.
Right. Okay.
They were there last year, but we had a lot of requests to bring them back. People absolutely loved them. They had the banjo out going, and they just had such an electric vibe to them. And the crowd just went absolutely wild with the Abrams. So we had so many requests to bring them back. So we're like, hey, why not? We'll bring them back and see what happens next year. Obviously, we'll change up the lineup all over again. But we're excited to have the Abrams back again. They were incredible.
So you've got 2 good nights of music. So what's happening during the day when I'm awake? Can I go to bed early?
Dust.
You know what? I just figured out after that show, my computer started shutting off my laptop that I use, and didn't realize I had to go in and clean it. And the amount of dust I took out of there from your show, and I think where else I did a couple shows that were pretty dusty after yours as well. And I'm thinking, okay, I need to do this on a regular basis. I found that out. So the truck pulls. Do we have truck pulls again this year?
We do. Yep.
Okay. All right. And then is it a different people? We had different people. We had some challenges last year with the truck pulls as far as, I don't know, people arriving. I think we even had people arriving late. So what do we got? We got the truck pulls. We got show and shine. Who won the show and shine last year? Did someone, other than the Skillix team, who probably won every year, but.
Hey, now. I'm trying to remember who got best of show last year.
Is it Canadian Truxedo?
No, Canadian Truxedo from Dickerson got Peer's Choice. So that ballot was a ballot that all the drivers who registered, they got a ballot in their driver's bag, and they had to come up and vote for the truck that they wanted to win. So Canadian Truxedo from Dickerson got that one. Jake Abrams got best bobtail. Okay. I'm trying to remember.
You had some nice trucks this year.
2007, I think, was Phil Couch. No, yeah, it was. Phil Couch got that one, and he also got the Special Olympics award. Actually, that award, I'm going to talk about that one for a brief second because that one warmed my heart so much. So Chris, who is part of the reason that Scott started the Woodstock Truck Show, you'd probably see him around. I say Chris and people probably know exactly who I'm talking about.
We do. We've interviewed him. We know exactly who you're talking about.
He is such a light. Honestly, he's just the sweetest soul. I love him to death. So this year I added an award called the Special Olympics Award. And what that meant was I wanted somebody that competes in the Special Olympics to choose a truck, and there was no stipulation. There's no checklist of anything that truck has to meet. It's entirely up to Chris to choose one. So we went around. We went around for 2 hours and we checked out every single truck, bobtail, combo, you name it. We looked at it front to back, everything. And he chose. I get really emotional about this one. He chose Phil Couch with the white Freightliner from Robbins, Tennessee. I'm not sure if you remember who I'm talking about. They have the truck New Testament.
Yes.
He chose Phil because when he went up to Phil's truck, Phil let him in the truck. He pulled the horn, let him hit the jakes a little bit, just gave him the whole experience. And that was probably about 20 minutes into our 2-hour adventure. Because I wanted to be fair, obviously. I said, Chris, we have to be fair. We have to check everybody out. So we did, but he did not stop talking about Phil the entire time. And he was just so ecstatic that Phil gave him that experience. And he was actually in tears that he got to do that. And that somebody that he didn't know, him from Adam, let him in his truck and just said, you do whatever you want, buddy. The world is your oyster. You go ahead and eat whatever you want. I'll make it happen. And he did. And Phil was just so great with him. And he just didn't stop talking about him the entire time. So we finished after our 2-hour adventure and we had it narrowed down to about 5. And we went through the list. And we talked about it for a couple minutes. And then Chris said, it doesn't matter. I want the white one.
Forget the other half of the show.
Honestly, it was so heartwarming, like how amazing Phil was with Chris. And I wish I could have got that. I should have videoed it, to be honest. This year I probably will. But just the ear-to-ear grin the entire time. And we'd be looking at a truck like 15 minutes later and he'd go back and be like talking about this, talking about Phil's truck all over again. So I already kind of knew deep down who was going to win it, but it was really great. And then actually come to find out that Phil and his family in Tennessee, they support a lot of the special needs charities in that area as well. They really pride themselves on that. There's actually something on the floor of Phil's truck, like in the actual floor itself, about one of the charities, I believe, which was quite neat. So
well, he I didn't get a chance to meet him, but his truck came up second in our featured truck of the year, beat out by Skillix. So he was okay with that. but he came. I think his truck came in second in the voting, and he reached out, online when we featured it and stuff, and he was extremely happy that we did that. So I want to meet him because his truck was fantastic. I just was so busy last time I didn't see half the show. So how many trucks did you have last year, Rob? How many trucks did we have Over 300? No.
230.
230. Wow. And you had room for more, right?
We did. The problem we had was obviously we didn't know exactly what we were working with for space. Obviously, we've measured everything, and in theory, everything on paper works, but we knew that we wouldn't know exactly until we actually did it. So this year, we're fully prepared for 300.
Wow.
Not truck and trailer, not 300 truck and trailers,
right.
But hopefully a mix, like 40% truck and trailer, 60% bobtail, hopefully. But if we have to make room, we'll make room. We'll make it work. We always make it work regardless. So
yeah, no, it was a good show. It was good. I like the way it was laid out. It was, when you have 200 plus trucks, it's hard to see everybody. So, but the way it was laid out is good for walking around and stuff. So kudos to you guys for doing that. Still, what charities are you supporting this year? I know you support a number of charities. Who are you supporting this year?
You want to do it? Or you want to?
WDDS, Woodstock District Developmental Society in Woodstock here. They have like about 24 group homes looking after special needs. Plus they have kind of like a factory just down the street from Skillex actually. And then Special Olympics.
Okay, very cool, very cool. All needy charities for sure. And anything, what about tickets? We got pricing out yet, or have we not worked that out, or where are we with the tickets?
We'll probably argue about that at the next meeting.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah, argue lower.
We are thinking this year for truck registration, we're going to do an early bird sale once we have our website up and going. Our website's currently under construction. Okay. It's been a long time coming. I've been trying to do it myself for the last little bit, but it got to the point where I'm not a web designer. So right. We finally hired somebody to help out with that. But we're going to do an early bird sale, I think, for the truck registration for $60. And then regular registration is going to be about $80, give or take. Okay. Yeah.
And that's for the trucks, right? What about attendees and the people, just spectators coming in?
We're probably looking around the same as what it was last year. We might increase it $5 or $10, just depending. Obviously, we know inflation, cost of a lot of stuff this year has gone up, which is significantly from last year, just from getting quotes and stuff. So that's what we're going to discuss at our next meeting and try and come up with something that makes sense for the general consumer, obviously, as well. But we want people to come. We want people to have fun, and we're not here to gouge anybody, but we just have to make sure we cover all of that extra increase of inflation and all that crappy stuff that comes along with it.
Right.
So
last year, did you have like a day pass and then a weekend pass? Is that going to be the same style this year? Because it's 2 days. It's over 2 days, right? Friday and Saturday, or Saturday?
We had some people that didn't want to go to the concert, obviously. Some people just come for the polls, or they just want to come and look around and go home, which is totally fine. That's totally okay. So we had a weekend pass, which was available. We could get you in the gate starting at 12 p.m. on Friday and then ending obviously after the concert on Saturday night. Right. Or if you stayed the night in a camper, that obviously covered that stay over the night as well. It doesn't include the camping, but it included it staying overnight. Okay. Or on Friday for $10 at the gate, you could walk around, come in, see the vendors, hang out, see whatever you want to see and kind of just tour the place. And then on Saturday, it was $20 entry at the gate, and that got you into the truck pulls as well. Okay. And then I think each individual night, you could also get concert tickets as well. So that's kind of how we split it up. Because we do find we have a mix of crowd, right? We've got some older people that want to come and just, take a trip down memory lane and see some of the older trucks and, Quentin's 589 or not 589, sorry, 359 that he has is absolutely beautiful, and there's a lot of guys that want to come to just see that and how well it's been spec'd out, and they aren't the guys that want to stay for the concert, so we have to kind of cater to all demographics, but to make it work.
Some of us have to go to bed early.
Well, yeah, there's that too. And some people just generally don't like concerts, and that's okay, but they love truck shows. So we just, we go with the flow and we make it work for anybody that wants to come. So
I know my granddaughter Nevaeh was with me last year, and I'm hoping to drag her out again this year, but it took us an hour to get to the gate. She said, "You stop and talk to everybody." Apparently.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I believe it.
It took a while. All right. So we should hear soon about pricing and give us the dates and all of that you've got, and it's in Burford, and what, May 29th?
29th and 30th.
Yep. Okay.
And on the 30th, Saturday night, there's also fireworks.
Okay. I missed that last year. I got to stay for that one. But again.
And all the truck entries, all them guys get a breakfast voucher, which is sponsored by Dunford Trucking here in Woodstock at the Legion in Burford.
Yeah. Okay. And you had food trucks and stuff last year, right? You planning on having them back again? Because we all got to eat.
Yeah, we definitely were not prepared for the turnout that we had. I will say that wholeheartedly. We actually ended up, the food trucks that we did have, I think sold out within like 2 hours. Yeah. So we had to run to Tito's in Burford, and I think we got 20 or 30 pizzas every hour on the hour, just to try and keep up with the demand of people, hungry people. And obviously we had our burgers and fries too at the, near the concert area. Verbruggen does that. Yep. Scott's family does that every year. They run the barbecue, and, you know, that helps us raise money as well. So we try to keep that going too. But this year we definitely have a lot more food trucks coming. I think we're looking at about 8 this time. Okay. And we told them the capacity that it needs to be. So hopefully we don't have any issues again this year with people running out of food and some hungry people that were a little bit angry at us last year. But I get why. It happens. But
and a food truck on setup day on Thursday.
Yes. Yeah. We are bringing in a food truck on the Thursday night. We found that Thursday night, you know, people come early. They want to help us out so we can get set up and get rocking on Friday as soon as possible. But we also found that there was not the best food sources in Burford on a Thursday night. Friday and Saturday at the Log House, they were open a little bit later. So we're going to bring a food truck in, and they can hit that up, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more smooth this time around. But that's all what it's about, right? Last year we knew it would be working out the kinks and figuring out the main details, and hit the ground running even harder this year.
Yeah. Now you had camping last year. You're going to have that again for some of the people that want to camp. I guess that they've got to get in early, right? Is it trailer camping or tent camping only, or what do you got?
It's both. It's a mix of both. We kind of have designated areas for both. We try to offer it to our drivers and their families first, and sponsors obviously first that are coming. And then once we have an idea of how many are, you know, taking up how many spaces for that, then we open it up to the general public.
Okay. All right. And is there shower facilities and all that stuff for people? I'm just asking. You got a whole 200 truck drivers on site. Probably somebody should shower.
Absolutely. There's actually not, though. I wish there was. That's something that we've discussed with the Burford Fairgrounds about, you know, if they ever decide to expand, that would definitely be an area that they should expand.
So any of you vendors that have a shower system, you might want to reach out to the Woodstock Truck Show. They might help you there.
Yes, please do. Please do. But yeah, we definitely obviously have the porta potties and whatnot coming. So
very cool. Very cool. Well, guys, thanks for being on. Where should we follow you guys? Where are you now? I know the website's still in construction, but you're on socials. Where should we go? Anybody know? I know you're on Instagram, Facebook, I think. I don't know where else you are after that.
Instagram's a good one, but Facebook is kind of our main point. I do all the social media, so I usually typically use Facebook the most. Okay. That's usually where we have the most followers and people see the most stuff. So Facebook, and then once our website's up and going, you'll be able to register on our website, as well as buy tickets and all that stuff too. So hopefully that'll be ready and sooner rather than later, but.
Well, you won't be able to have an early bird if you don't get it up early.
I know. That's why I'm like, okay, we got to go. Let's go.
Guys, thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate your time today. I think we got everything sorted out, so I'll be in touch, but I'm looking forward to being part of the show again this year. It was a lot of fun last year. I encourage everybody to get out, and we'll see how we can do to promote it. Are you guys going to be at Truck World? Do you guys have a spot at Truck World?
Yeah, we're just around the corner from you.
All right, awesome. So we're going to connect to Truck World and figure this out. So we may have to work out a promotion there for people from Lead Pedal Radio and the Woodstock Truck Show. We'll have to figure out how that goes. But well, thanks for being on. All the best, and keep working on the show. Looking forward to it for sure.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Bruce, for having us.
Thanks.
And we'll see you soon.
All right. You guys take care of yourself. All right. We're going to go on with, we've got ourselves, we're going to go on with, let's see. We're going to play Marie Norris, one of our trucking.
You know who it is.
My favorite station. I love you guys.
Turn your radios up.
All right, let's get into our driver check rapid fire trivia. That was Truck and Therapy by Marie Norris for sure. And so we are doing Family Feud style, and I'm going to be talking about Special Olympics, who is someone we're going to talk about tonight, but I'm going to do it after we do rapid fire trivia. So we're going to do this. It's 5 questions. You guys know Family Feud, so it's going to be no particular answer. And I made up the question, so let's hope this works, right? All right, so let's get started with our question number 1. This is from Driver Check. Name something a truck driver uses when cooking on the road. There's 4 possible answers, okay? I gotta put up a window here for a minute. Hold on 1 second here. I just want to put up my comments. That's what I was trying to do. I should have set that up ahead of time so I could see your guys' comments. Let's see, where is it? There we are. All right, now I can see if you guys say something important. Because I know you are. All right, so here we go. So the first one was name something a truck driver uses when cooking on the road. 4 possible answers. Question number 2. Name a feeling you would associate with a house cat. What do house cats think about? That's what I want to know. So name a feeling. There's 4 possible answers for that. So when you look at the house cat, what are they thinking? That's the question. Let's see. If you had a sports car, there's 4 possible answers for this sports car. What would you nickname your sports car? If you had a sports car, what would you nickname it? We asked a bunch of people. And then that's our 3rd question. So first one, name something a truck driver uses when cooking on the road. Number 2, name a feeling you would associate with a house cat. Number 3, what would you nickname a sports car? Number 4, name something you keep in your car in case you break down. Name something you keep in your car in case you break down. 4 possible answers there. And this last one, all right, name 4 places in Ontario, Canada that start with the letter T. Name 4 places in Ontario, Canada that start with the letter T. I got a bunch of answers there. So let's see if you guys are, let's see if we still have you. I'm not even sure. Oh, okay, I see it now. Some people were, I just had to refresh. All right, so let's see. On our answers, we've got microwave is 1. Okay, so French bread answered those 4. So what I was looking for on our first one, name something a truck driver uses when cooking on the road. I was looking for either barbecue, hot plate, cutting board, or knives. Now, French bread had a microwave there, which is an excellent answer. I didn't think of that one. Because I never had a microwave in my truck. But that's a good answer, and that would have been the right one, so we'll take that as well. Number 2, name a feeling you would associate with a house cat. What would house cat? French bread had sleeping, and that's totally one of the ones I had. I had grumpy, sleepy, whiny, or hungry. If your cat's one of those, then that's the way it goes. Next question, what would you nickname a sports car? Now, I had 4 possible answers here. French bread said Fast and Furious is certainly what I would do. I had Sweetie, Gertrude, Sally, or Betsy are some of the possible answers there. So we didn't get that one. Let's see. Name something you keep in your car in case you break down. I had 4 possible answers. French bread said cell phone, certainly one of them. And the other one would have been first aid kit, spare tire, money, and of course, you could have had gas can as well. And then when we say name 4 places in Ontario, Canada that start with the letter T, French bread had one of them with Timmins. That's actually cool. We also had Toronto, Tillsonburg, Thunder Bay, and Thorold would have been on there as well. So there you go. There's our rapid fire trivia for tonight. Good job out there getting those in. Thank you very much. And our special guest tonight was the Woodstock team from Woodstock Truck Show, but our artist of the week, which comes to you from Ontario Truck Driving School. They are our sponsor for all of our artists right now, and today it's Joe Cleary is the one for this week. I'm going to play a little bit of a snippet of an interview I did with Joe to talk about what he's doing. So, first experience with your album, and you kind of it faded off at that point. So, tell us what it was like to see your album, to go into a studio for the first time to get that done.
Well, not knowing or seeing any of it before was quite exciting, and it was a good time, and we got to spend some quality time together as brothers, and we enjoyed that. And then with David Fitz, it was like the man is so gifted and talented. I don't mean to be tooting. Well, I do mean to be tooting his horn because he's awesome.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Like
on this show, we toot his horn a lot.
It happened so fast. Like I honestly couldn't keep up. Yeah. Right? Like he would take my song, see what I did, and before I know it, a couple hours later, he's completed the song, sent it back to me, and said, "Okay, sing on that." Yeah. And it's like, so that was quite an amazing experience too, right?
Right. Yeah. All right. So there's our artist of the week, Joe Cleary. That snippet from the interview. If you want to hear the whole interview I did with Joe, then check him out back in the studio on Lead Pedal Radio. We did an interview with him a few years ago. I've invited him back on. He's having some health challenges right now, so he's going to get to me. But he also won our fan club draw last week, so last month actually, and we just finished a picture for him. So he took the gift caricature picture. All right, so we are going to just some of the events that we got coming up. If you're looking for events, we've got She Rocks, which is with Rockstalgia, and this event's on March 10th. So I gotta go back to my screen here for that. So yeah, March 10th is Rockstalgia. They're having the She Rocks, which is helping a women's shelter here called Bathsheba House. And Bathsheba House, it's in Clarington, a celebration of women in music, March 10th. And that's part of Bethseda House, if I'm saying that right. BETHESDAs. So they're doing that. They're always giving back to the community. So that's happening on March 10th. Our friends the Thompsons are doing their On the Road Again tribute. This time they're going to be in Woodstock on March 14th. Women with Drive's having their trucking event on March 5th, which is International Women's Day, I believe. That's going to be in Toronto. You got the Mid-America Truck Show happening at the end of March. If you're going down to Louisville, Kentucky, that's happening March 26th to 28th in Louisville, Kentucky. So you can go to the truck show there. If you want to see or click through all of these, then head over to our calendar, our events calendar on the Lead Pedal Podcast. You can go there and check it all out. Those are the next few that we got coming up for March. All right, we're going to hear one by Mr. Jamie Taylor. This was his song called We Roll. Jamie's going to be on March 16th. He's going to be joining us on the show. So check that out for sure, and then I'll come back and I'll show you our quick featured truck for tonight.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Lead Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.
All right, so we are going to get into our featured truck segment tonight. I've got this truck we actually saw at the Woodstock Truck Show. Now, I was there last year. I was busy because I was DJing and doing the truck pulls and all that kind of stuff and missed a whole bunch of trucks. So I saw this one. I didn't get the greatest look at it, and I'm going to have trouble even pronouncing their name because this truck has got, but they're from Ontario, Canada. So this truck here is from Duvourdin, I believe is how you say their name. But anyway, this is a beautiful, beautiful cab over Kenworth. Now, the thing I like about this cab over is it's an Australian cab over. So if you've ever seen the cab over Kenworths and stuff that they have in Australia and here, you can tell there's a big difference between them. This one here is like the Australian ones. They're much higher. Now, I didn't get a whole lot of time to look at this one. What I did like with it though was some of the small touches. They've really done a good job of taking some thing there, and then they've got I just like the wheels. Now the rest of the cab over, it's a really nice paint scheme here that wraps all the way around. This is the colors of their, so it's like a silver with a two-tone blue paint striping on it. I didn't get much more pictures. I do like the big Texas bumper they got on the, and they've got lots of stainless around the lights and all of that kind of stuff. Didn't get many more pictures than that, unfortunately. That's what happens sometimes when you're running around with your head cut off. So not a whole lot to show you there, but that doesn't mean it's not a great featured truck. So I'm hoping it's going to be back in Woodstock this year, so I can get some better pictures of it and get a chance to see it in its glory, the way that it should be. So anyway, one thing I wanted to talk about here really quick before we go was the truck ride for Special Olympics. So they've changed their date. That's one of the charities that Woodstock supports. They've changed their date. So it is now going to be on August 29th. It's usually the middle of September. It's going to be on August 29th, Saturday. And that's going to be at Burford. So they're going to be in the same fairgrounds as the Woodstock Truck Show. They were normally in Paris, Ontario. This is a fun day. If you've never been out with these guys, it's they at the height of them, they had almost like 150 trucks out. They usually average around 100, anywhere from 80 to 120. Around that 100 mark is what they do. And they have lead trucks. They raise money. The last few years, they've raised $85,000 for the Special Olympics. And the Special Olympics is one of the reasons that we do this. These people are just amazing. If there's one thing I like about it, is the people. It's great people that are volunteering and helping out. Great people that are receiving. I've met a lot of the athletes over the years, and a lot of these drivers come in year after year winning top 12, some of them are not always the lead truck, but usually a lot of them are always in the top 12. So truck ride for Special Olympics. There are a number of Special Olympics all around Ontario and actually in other provinces. I know there's it used to be called the Special Olympics Truck Convoy. They changed the name in the Ontario because of another convoy that was going on, and so now it's called truckride.ca. We've been a big part of this over the years. I've probably been part of this for the last, I'm going to say at least the last 10 years. Lead Pedal Media is always out there. We're usually DJing, covering media and stuff like that. Some of our trivia goes for that cause as well. So lots of stuff going on. So I urge you to get involved. So again, August 29th. You can create a team if you want. You can do whatever you need to do to get involved with the athletes. Really appreciate it. If you've ever come out to experience it, you'll know exactly what I mean. So we're going to take this one out with our another one from our friend Joe Cleary, who's our preferred artist for this week. Next week, we've got Kevin Klein joining us. He's from the Great Canadian Truck Show. So we'll be talking with Kevin. And then we've got Jamie Taylor up on the 16th, and we've got some other stuff for you. So stay with us. Enjoy. We're still working out kinks, but things are going better. You can always see this show, the replays. If you want to see replays of the show, go to our YouTube channel for Lead Pedal Radio. If you want to just listen to the audio portions of it, you can go to Lead Pedal Radio's Mixcloud account, is where the shows live after tonight. They'll go up over the next couple days, so you can see them there. So, all right, so we're going to go on with one by Mr. Joe Cleary. This one's called All That I Can Do. It's all he can do right now because he's busy. But thanks everybody for listening. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks to our teams over at the Woodstock Truck Show for joining us. Had a great time talking with them.
It's all that I can do to convey this message to you. Let me be me, let me find my way. It's all that I can do. feelings because they don't understand. You mean no harm. It's all that I can do to convey this message to you. Let me be me, let me find my way. It's all that I can do. No one is judging or telling what to do. Just do it 'cause that's who you are. Holding back is up to you. Look around and absorb it. Look around and absorb it. It's all that I can do to convey this message to you. Let me be me, let me find my way. It's all that I can do. So smile a happy smile. Just care and always be there. Reach out to one another and help a little along the way. And help a little along the way. It's all that I can do to convey this message to you. Let me be me, let me find my way. It's all that I can do to convey this message to you. Let me be me, let me find my way. It's all that I can do. It's all that I can do. It's all that I can do.
You never know what's going to happen next.
They always are coming up with new stuff, new twists.
The craziest stuff happens on that show.
It keeps me laughing.
You're listening to Let Pedal Radio, music for people behind the wheel.